Well, good morning, afternoon. Well, afternoon on the East Coast, still morning on the West Coast. Game time, Brian here, otherwise known as the mailman. Starting to feel better. Let me know how I sound because I was having some mic issues late last night. Hopefully, I don't sound really bad or really off. I was weird. I didn't do nothing. It had a gremlin in the system. I am feeling better. Not allowed to go back to work yet. Not really ready. I just took two more Tylenol. I still get body aches, but definitely feeling a lot better than I was 2 days ago. Hopefully, again, just give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me well. We got a lot to talk about, and it's the same old, same old. Real quick, though, let me get to the chat. Thanks, Jeff. Like I said, it was sounding really loud last night, and I didn't double check it, so I assume it's going to be good. First things first, so over it. Thank you so much for the super chat. That was so kind of you. I appreciate it. You got Vinny Hagen in the house. We got Crystals in the house. We got Jeff Lee. Jojo, how are you? Got my buddy Brad in the house. What's up, Brad? Who else we got? Brad, afternoon game time. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm not ready. I mean, I can't even go back into the building and work till Friday, but I don't know that I'm going back Friday. We had to play that one by ear. If tomorrow was Friday, I probably wouldn't. I would probably take another day or two. Mike Galdana, what's up, buddy? What's going on? Isaac Ramirez. Isaac, how are you? Thomas Garrett, what's up, buddy? You at the gym or what? I haven't been able to get back there for obvious reasons. Lord Nova, what's up, man? A little nasty out there today. That's the only good thing about not being outside. It's warm, but it's like raining out there big time. So what's up, Mike? Who else we got? Go to the bottom of the list here. Devil Dog, what's up, Devil Dog? How are you, buddy? Catboy strikes again. Yeah, we're gonna watch like a little of it. Felix Rojas, what's up, buddy? And how are those knees holding up? Regina Green, sister from another mother. Okay, I think that covers everybody. One of those days, I don't know. Philly D, what's up, buddy? Did you guys see the... well, first I want to... Let's see here. I want to listen to some of Stephen Jones's nonsense, okay? We're gonna play it. I'm gonna fast forward some of it. So let's just sit back and listen. Headed to the gym tomorrow. All right, cool, Thomas. Very good. All right, here we go. Let's listen to this guy and let me know if you guys can hear it good. I didn't change nothing, so everything should be good. But I'll fast forward through some of this. But again, it is kind of ridiculous.
Stephen, where do you stand with Dak and his status?
Yeah, we won't be expounding on those type of things with our negotiation. I mean, that's obviously something, as we move forward, hopefully we'll continue to make progress and communicate, but it's not going to be something, sorry to tell you guys, but we're not going to be giving reports on how things are going.
Can you do the things you want to do in free agency with his cap number at 59.5?
Well, we got ways to adjust his cap number.
Yeah, okay.
So, I mean,
don't use the cap as an excuse.
Obviously, between Dak and between Micah and CD, it's, the salary cap's real for us.
It's real for everybody, Stephen. Just ask Howie Roseman.
In a situation where we want to, do deals with all three of them. So,
do you see where this is going,
do everything
everybody?
you want to do with the salary cap. I don't think any team does. But, we're certainly going to be able to, go out and go to work and get the things done.
It should have been already started.
To be successful.
Do you want to do those deals this offseason?
Yeah, we're not. Like I said, won't expound
Philly
on
D,
any
he's only
details,
59
timing,
years old.
Amounts,
Think about that. He's 59. He's 7 years older than me, for crying out loud.
How does the cap?
I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but my God.
Well, the cap,
like freaking
cap bump
Leatherface.
obviously, it helps in some ways, but all 32 teams get a cap bump. So
Exactly.
we all know what what that can mean as well in terms of the price of doing business with whatever situation you're working on.
Paid a lot of receivers. You guys are on the team. CD, how special?
I'm just gonna fast forward this.
Gonna boil down to the business side of things, in terms of what we can do with Tony. So nothing but
I.e.,
respect
if
for
Tony's
him.
not coming
Not
back.
only
They're
is he a
talking
great
about
player,
Tony
he's a great
Pollard.
man off the field. Like I said, the type of player you want in your
This
organization.
is every
but we
year. I'm
just
tired
have
of
to
the
see,
same excuses.
where
And
the
we're going to
business
get to that,
falls.
Thomas. I think we're going to be okay. Now, Philly D, he's 59. Maybe he just turned 60, but it's ridiculous.
Is there a shift in how you guys are thinking?
I've never known
Don't
Jerry
get me
not to
wrong,
be all
he's got a
in
lot more
in
money
any
than I
given
do.
year. But certainly, we've got I think a great team put together.
I like when
the last
like he
3
starts
years,
talking about,
won a lot of football games. I think 36.
36.
And certainly
Only one
where we
team has
have to
had more
improve
wins
is
in the last 3
postseason.
years.
We're gonna get the
And
right
they won
kind of
2
guys
Super
who
Bowls.
step up and make big plays in the postseason.
Chiefs.
And
So he's talking about,
it's
we're
been a
close.
challenge in terms of our success there, and that's where we have to improve.
Are there any answers that you guys have kind of come up with?
We're taking a holistic view of this thing, and we'll continue to look at it. Obviously, being here at the Combine is going to be, a great time to spend some time in terms of looking not only at the young players that are going to be out there, but just spending time, together internally, spending a lot of time talking about more Tyron Smith than us. I mean, he's a Hall of Famer all the way in our book, and
we'll go bits and pieces of that. But listen, basically, he's trying to lay out, there's a hard cap for everybody, like we're trying to get. Listen, the bottom line is going all in does not include re-signing your own people, okay? That means adding to the team, okay? And we'll get to more of it. What's up, Short Dog? What's up, Darlene Mosher? I hope you're wrong, Regina Green. I wouldn't surprise me if we had I'm sure he's had a facelift. What's going on, Clemente? How are you? Here's the deal. Jerry Jones teams, Stephen Jones is our team fans. Yeah. Like I was telling Mark, I was just talking to Mark on the phone before the live stream. He just got home. He's headed up to the Red Brick House. He's going. But we were talking about a few things. And I told Mark, I said, here's the deal. There's no way that they cannot go out and make moves. Now, it may not be the moves that we were talking about. If you guys get a chance, check out yesterday on 105.3 The Fan. I could bring it up on here, like if we want. But he talks about, actually I might. He brings up a few defensive linemen that we had talked about. That may be a good thing, to do. But we have 16 free agents. If we bring back anywhere, I said 3, but if we bring back Tyron, that would be 4. Jordan Lewis would be 5. I don't know. Do you guys want Jordan Lewis? Okay, you have a little echo? Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Mark. Probably because I was paying, what do you call it? It's probably because I was playing that screen, so I don't know exactly what's going on. But it is what it is. We're going to roll with it. So, yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand what Stephen Jones is really doing. I don't know if he thinks by saying this, he doesn't care about what you or I think. That's the problem. The fans got to go start going crazy on YouTube and Stephen Jones. Darlene, that's what we kind of... thanks, Felix. I just turned it down a little bit. Stephen Jones don't care about the fans. He doesn't care about the narrative. Does he understand that he has not won anything in a long time? We're not talking right. Are we like the regular season's Warriors now? Is that what we are? Are we the regular season Warriors? Well, you say Dak is the man, and, the heck with Stephen Jones. Let's listen to none other than the best I won't listen to it all, but let's listen to none other than the best, Mr. Law Nation, and what he's got to say about these. Well, first things first, Dallas signed a running back. So just to let everybody know, here's a little brief explanation.
So the Cowboys added Snoop Connor. You know, he's one of my Mississippi boys. Now, here's the thing. He's 5'10", 225-pound-ish, can get all the way up to 230, give or take. He's a muscular build. He is a 4-5 guy. I would say this, though, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why the Jaguars released him, they wanted to keep him on the practice squad to develop him. They have 2 other running backs there, and they thought that they can sneak him on the practice squad to develop him. But what the Cowboys did, they signed him to a futures contract, so he will be here. He will wear number 32, and he will be out there at Oxnard in training camp and beyond. Now, he's the physical back that we all wanted on this team, a guy that can run in between the splits, a guy that can catch in the backfield, lower his shoulder. He's that dude. So he may have issues, though, with speed and capturing the edge. He's not the quickest of the feet guy, but, you know, anything and everything can change once you get under different coaching and beyond. I think that this should be just a situation where you pick up a guy for depth purposes and just see what you can get. This is not an end-all, be-all. But at least you got you a power back for the future. And he's for damn sure a good blocker in the backfield. He's an aggressive type of run style, type of running back. And he runs with good pad levels. Over here, who's a physical running back that can do X, Y, and Z things. The expectations will always be higher here. Keep in mind, he was a guy that was moved to the practice squad on the Jaguars. They cut him, right?
Yeah, so basically, listen, people, you know, it's a depth guy. Don't expect us to go out and get anybody in free agency, not even Derrick Henry. I don't see us getting anybody. We have too many holes, people. Short dog, Mark Holmes, do you like Dak? You know he loves Dak. I love Dak. We all love Dak. Yeah, Felix Rojas, Law Nation. He's a beast in the YouTube. See, here's the deal, people. Guys like Law Nation and Bots Lombardi and Mark Holmes and Philly 500, you know, they, for the most part, none of these guys are, you know, they got their degree from college in broadcasting or nothing. We just kind of speak to the fans. I'm just getting started. Some are better than others. That's what's beautiful about YouTube. You could choose to watch whoever you want to watch. Okay. And if you think they're full of crap or you don't like what they got to say, then you turn the channel and go to another channel. So that's what's cool about YouTube. Now, all of a sudden, all these professionals and all these people that graduate college are coming in. Oh, well, now we want in on the YouTube thing. Oh, why? Because your media is falling apart. Nobody wants to hear that they know more than you guys. I'm not here to say that I know more than Chris May or Devil Dog or Regina or Felix or Brad. Listen, I offer what I can offer. I have insights. I think from being a fan for all these years, I think I have insights that people might want to hear. And if they do, they'll tune in. And if they don't, they'll tune out. So, but guys like Law Nation is who really paved the way. And the fact that I'm friends with Mark Holmes and now all of a sudden I'm involved in it, it is a help to me, because if I have an issue, I will bounce stuff off of him. Now, listen, I'm not Mark Holmes, man. I can't do what, I could do what I could do, especially with my job. I need to be careful, especially you guys know with the trolls out there. Just put yourself in my shoes. I can't afford to do anything outside of the half hour or anytime I'm on the clock. I got to be really careful. So, but anyway, Elena Walker, how are you? Welcome. Thanks. Yeah, I did see that, Thomas Garrett. A little bit of outside news. Kansas City just released Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I think they saved $13 million. So, here we go right here. A Chiefs release. Let me go back and so you guys can read it as I'm saying it. Yeah, a Chiefs release. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Valdez only had 21 receptions for 315 yards with a touchdown in 16 regular season games. Talk about a waste. That was a horrible signing. By releasing Scantling, the Chiefs will save $12 million against the cap. So there it is, Thomas. That's a good move. I expect yeah. Thanks, Felix. I appreciate it, buddy. Khabib is a bum. Hey, Big Daddy Mark. He blocked you, Khabib, for reasons that you probably... Well, aren't you the one that said me and Mark are going to be, like, in the same bed or something? Come on, man. You're skating on thin ice in here. Why does one of your tabs say big booty Latinas? Yeah, here we go. Nothing wrong with that, though. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, so let's see here. Let's look for, some of these. Andy Reid. Andy Reid's looking to sign a new deal. Here, just when I thought, hey, Mark Hutchin, welcome. I'm drinking my hydrogen water. This shit's the real deal. What's going on, Mark? How are you, buddy? Yeah, so Falcons are heavy favorites to land Justin Fields, people. Let me ask you that. The Falcons, if they were smart, they would do that. Now, what would the Falcons have to give? Probably, what? Like a number 2 pick? So... right now, the odds are Patriots are plus 1,500 to get Fields, Broncos plus 2,000, Atlanta minus 225, and then followed by him staying with the Bears at plus 240, then the Steelers at plus 340. So, should be interesting to see where Justin Fields goes. I expect it to happen before the draft, but you know how that goes. Sometimes, like usually trades like that happen before the draft. They used to happen in the middle of the draft on the clock type situations. Now teams are like Eagles do this a lot. They'll trade a week or two prior to the draft. So, that's the way to do it. So let's see what else. Let's listen to Stephen Jones a little more because we can't get enough of this idiot.
Mike managed him and some of the older guys. I think we had success with that, whether it be a Zach Martin, whether, any of the older guys. I think it, helped them out. And certainly, at the same time, Tyron's missed games. He missed a few last year, but
he's always going to miss games.
And looking at what it looks like for him to stay here.
What are you look at, we're at the combine, I've been looking at college prospects. What are your needs as far as,
what do we need? Linebacker times 2. Defensive lineman times
first of all,
2.
You want the right kind of guy in the building. A guy who's very competitive.
Probably another corner, unless you're bringing back Jordan
Lewis. It's all
Lewis.
about football, if you will. Right. I mean, we all understand faith and family as well, but football's got to be important to him. And then, we just
what's good, Tommy
Look
Montoya?
for
How
a guy
are you, brother?
Who's going to really
Eric Wallace,
help
how
take
are
this
you?
team to the next level. And certainly we'll be spending a lot of time on that.
EJB, what up?
And trying
Happy
to,
hump day.
Make sure when we're picking a player that he fits, those things. And, we certainly have obvious needs, on both defense and offense that we'll need to look at with guys who are going to be free agents. Obviously, Tyron and Baidaz and
Baidaz, Biadasz?
Going to be free on that side. Obviously, the linebacking situation.
Thank you, Lord Nova, brother.
What Mike's
I just saw
vision
your
is for
super
Micah.
chat. Thanks, buddy.
Is he a true, pass
Appreciate
rusher most of the time, or has got some, last year he ended up, that's pretty much what he did, and I think, very effective, but I think it hurt us with our linebacker depth because we were thinking, he was going to do more linebacking. But I think between the linebacker situation and obviously we're still work in progress on getting better against the run.
How difficult is it to formulate a full draft strategy compared to recent years until free agency kind of shakes out to see what TP's
I think it's the same every year. I mean, you're obviously going
same
into
every
a draft,
year.
you never want to be drafting for need.
Well, then get your
You
ass
want to be able to
in
scratch
order.
those hitches in terms of those needs, in ways that
What's
take care
up,
of those
Hamid?
situations. But at the same time, you also want to be able to draft guys who you can jump in and play. So there's a fine balance there, but I don't think it's any different than any other year.
There's quite a few positions that need to be filled, but there's also a lot of talent in this combine. Is there a position that you actually were excited to maybe possibly see?
They're not. He ain't gonna talk.
Not necessarily. I mean, it's always good to take it all in.
All right, we'll revisit that. But yeah, again, he's at the combine, and like Mark Holmes, says that's when they do. He does have the Mrs. Doubtfire glasses. Just a diet Doubtfire, dear. I can't get that high with COVID, but he's going to meet with Dak's agent. Now, I saw some trolling reports. I hope this is not true. I'm feeling better, Tommy Montoya. Thank you. I saw some trolling reports that 3 years, 180 mil, like 168 guaranteed or something. They can't do that. They got to go longer. If Dak's agents are going to hold out for a 3-year deal, then that could be an issue. We need a 5-year deal or a 4-year deal. Nothing less than a 4-year deal. Let me go back to the chat here. Let's see, Mark Hutchin. It's been a busy month. What's your thoughts on Dak? I'm still looking for third-rated players. Listen, man, we need a defensive lineman, and we need at least one linebacker in free agency. I would say get 2, not counting the guys that we have to bring back. Now, I'm hearing rumors that they want Jordan Lewis back. So, do you guys want Jordan Lewis back in the slot? And they clearly want Tyron back, which I don't have a problem with. So that tells me we're going left tackle in the draft. It just does. As much as I want a center, I don't think we're going to get a center. I think Tyler Guyton is going to be that was my initial thought, and I'm sticking with it. Unless he gets taken, that's probably going to be the pick. I like the 2-year move. A money idea for Dak. Free up $20 million could have. Yeah, see, to me, I don't know, David Cowboy. I hear what you're saying, but I don't see Dak falling off the ledge. So you don't give him a deal with a no trade. You pay his ass, and you can always trade him. Listen, these quarterback salaries are always going to go up. As soon as Dak signs, then Josh Allen will sign for more. That's what's going to happen, people. Yeah, Lady Libra, I do feel better. I'm not 100%, but I feel a lot better than yesterday. I just took some Tylenol, so, I know I didn't look good yesterday. I was looking at the stream. I'm like, my Lord. But, I feel better. I'm not allowed to even go back to work until Friday. So that'll be my 5th day, but we'll see. I'll make that decision tomorrow. Thank you, Tommy Montoya. I appreciate it. This isn't the first time I've had it, but it seemed like this is a lot less than the first time I had it. My wife said I had it 3 times. I don't remember that one, but it's like the flu anymore. I did get a flu shot, but I didn't get a COVID shot. What's up, Quentin? How are you, brother? Hey, Brian, how many first-rounders could we get for Dak realistically? The fact that you have to sign him, probably 1 and maybe a 2 next year. Maybe 2 1s, but it wouldn't be top 10 ones. It would be middle of the round ones. That's the only thing I could think of. Quitting, but that's a big guess. You know how it works in this league. You're better doing a sign and trade, and then you would get more. The fact you have to sign him, it makes too much sense to bring him back. But I'm still confused with the whole. I'm I'm very confused with the whole Trey Lance thing. Why did we give up a 4th-round pick for Trey Lance? For what? Because if Dak gets hurt, okay, I guess then that's a good investment. But here's the deal, people. You got to pay Trey Lance. You got to pay him his 5th-year option, which is like $22 million, I believe. So it's very, very confusing. What's up, Oscar? How you doing, buddy? Dak's agent won't accept a deal that doesn't have a no trade. Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, Burrow, Wilson, Herbert, and Dak all have no trades. Wilson has a no trade? Well, that sucks. Dak is starting quarterback in the league. Yeah, no, I don't have a problem with Dak. I don't. Everybody wants to get rid of him or afraid. Dak's not the reason why we lost the playoff game. It's just not. Did you see the interview with Dan Quinn at the Combine? Yeah, he still looks shocked that they were so horrible. Well, you have something to do with that, Dan. I mean, scheme helps. Got COVID once and was sick like a month. Hits everyone different. Feel better. Thanks, Philly D. Yeah, this is the 3rd time. The first night was not too fun. Yesterday was a little better, and today's a little better. Lance is at $5 million for 2024, but we have to decide whether we're going to pick up his option by the end of the year, right? Well, I think there's a deadline by when we got to pick up his option. Then it goes way up. I am looking forward to see what Trey Lance can do in the preseason. Yeah, and here's the deal. Like, if we're going to do that, why are we keeping a Cooper Rush? I know there's some Cooper Rush fans, but why? I guess I'd rather not keep 3 quarterbacks on the active roster, but I guess with the rules and how they changed the emergency quarterback rule, you have to. So I guess that's where Cooper comes in. But I want to see Lance as that number 2 guy. It is back to calling it the flu. I don't know, David, what it is. I just know I tested positive for it. It feels like allergies, real bad allergies to me. I didn't really have a fever very long, but it is what it is. Mike Goldana, Stephen Jones would have been in his early 30s the last time he won a Super Bowl. He's 59 now. Yeah. And he looks like he's 69. He hasn't aged too well. Yeah, I thought so, Vinny. That's what I thought. 22 next year if we want him. He's a good backup, Vinny, but if something happens to Dak, Cooper, I don't, I understand we won a few games in a row that year. I think everything kind of lined up for us. And everybody had to play above what they would normally do. So it is what it is. Didn't Rush get cut and nobody picked them up? Philly D, remember all that rumors about, you could get... well, he ain't going to want to restruct. He's going to want... You have to decide. I think what they're going to do. Well, first, let me get the Philly D. Didn't Rush get cut and nobody paid? Now, he was a free agent last year. He was a free agent, and nobody offered him nothing on the open market. He signed for like 1 year, $3 million deal. And remember the year prior, there was you could probably trade him for a 2nd-round pick after he won that 4 or 5 games in a row when Dak broke his thumb. Didn't happen. Can we restructure Lance's contract? I think they're going to just sign him probably before the season. Yeah, it is a lot, Deer Park 702. So that's why you're going to have to sign him to a multi-year deal. And that's why this is why it gets complicated, because you gave up a 4th-round pick for Trey Lance, and you're going to have to pay him. Is he going to want to take backup money? Possibly. But we're going to have to sign him to a 3-year, $30 million. I mean, probably he's going to want more than that. Backups make $12 million. So this is why you gave up the pick, and you going to have to pay him. So it just made no sense to me. What's up, Howard? Are you working, bro? Yeah, I'm home with COVID. So I was feeling better earlier. I took some Tylenol, but I'm going downhill as the day's going. But I'm not horrible. Just still contagious, so I got to stay away till at least Friday, but I don't know. We'll see about that. Linda Conyers, Trey Lance will be used for trade bait now. The way I see it, jumping over Cooper Rush. No way I see him jumping over Cooper Rush. We'll see. I just don't like the fact that they wasted a 4th round pick on him. I don't know. Very surprised. We should have traded that 4th round pick for a linebacker. Listen, I would like to have the 4th round pick this year. How's that? How's that, Chris May? I would just like to have the 4th round pick. Give me the 4th round pick back. You know? I would only keep Trey Lance if he took a pay cut for a new contract. Yeah, Mark, that's what's frustrating. We gave up a 4th, and we're going to have to pay him a lot of money to be a backup, or do they have a plan that we don't know about? They keep saying they want Dak, but how could you do this? It kind of doesn't make any sense to me. I don't think Trey Lance wants to settle for to be a backup quarterback with anybody. I know he's happy in Dallas, but at the end of the day, his agents are like, dude, you're a starter in this league. You know? So what do we do? We're just getting him up to snuff and then trading him away for... As long as it's better than a 4th, I'm okay. But if it's another 4, then that was a mistake. Let's see here. We go back. One of the biggest problems, mismanagement of funds. Devil Dog. It's a joke, man. It's absolutely a joke. One of our biggest problems, mismanagement. Darlene, I know what we need. Anything. Get rid of that. Ooh, look at that. Felix Rojas. Thank you so much, my man, for the $9.99 super chat. Thank you, my man. I appreciate you. Let's see here. Let's see here. Where did I go? Oh, another one. Thanks again, Felix. Did you mean to do that twice, my man? Damn, the check's in the mail, buddy. I was just telling my wife I need to get my T-shirts. I got sick. It's like everything keeps happening. I want to get some T-shirts made and some hats made. I want to start doing some giveaways. What's up, Brooklyn Joe? How you doing, man? How you doing? More like a 5th pick in 24. Yeah, exactly. And that's, you get into my next thing. Thank you so much, Felix. Let me get to where I left off. I wish Dak Prescott would walk, and Stephen Jones' office has asked what we need players. Listen, at the end of the day, he ain't going anywhere. But the whole Trey Lance thing confuses me because I feel like supposedly Jerry went rogue. How come Jerry can go rogue and do shit like that, right? Do moves like that where you give up a 4th round pick. Mind you, they didn't want to give up a 4th round pick the year before for, dude, anybody get these? I keep getting these like texts, hello. That's all they say. Do not respond to that shit. Weirdos. But anyway, I just don't know why we did it, people. I don't know why we did it for Trey Lance. For what? It makes no sense to me. Howard Dickinson, yes, sir. Got that 15 piece doing 12. And there you go. Yeah, hopefully I get better, but I'm sure I'll be better. Darlene, yeah, I read that one. Brian SoCal, what up, my man? What's all the free agents we're getting, Steven? Yeah, Brian, tell me about it, man. Tell me about it. Very, very, very frustrating. Hey, Logan, how are you, buddy? Brooklyn Joe, more like a 5th. Yeah, just remember when we're in the draft and we're drafting, okay, when we're drafting, you almost have to, like, let's say that they're hell-bent on a center with the number 1 pick, okay, at 24, which I want a center, and I would be happy taking a center. There's 2 guys. Obviously, Jackson Powers Johnson, he's going to be gone. Then a Graham Barton out of Duke. He's a massive 6'6" boy who played guard, who's going to transition to center. To me, they're the only 2 first-round guys. Then you got the West Virginia guy that I really like. To me, that's a trade down type situation. Unfortunately, that's what I want to do this year. I want to trade down to the bottom of the first round, 30, 31, 32, and try and recoup that fourth and fifth round picks back, or maybe a 2 and a 5. That's what I want to do. But yeah, Brooklyn Joe, we have to pick Sweat from Texas, the defensive tackle. That's why, I would even consider trading our first round pick to get like a couple 2s, or a 2, 3, and a 4, or a 2, 3, and a 5 to get more second round picks, because I really want that defensive tackle out of Texas. He's another big boy. Trey may be our starter in 2025. Well, listen, man. If we don't re-sign Dak, then I think that's a possibility. But that's a risk. That's a big time risk. True, just saying LVE went out in week 4 and we go a QB. Yeah, that's what I mean, Chris. I don't understand why we would allot that, man. We wouldn't give up a 4th. Well, I think we offered a 4th for Brandon Cooks, and then Houston tried to up it to like a 2nd or 3rd the last minute the year before. So to give Dallas a little bit of break, I don't think that was their fault. But for a team who loves drafting, I think giving up a 4th round pick like it's nothing is ridiculous. Let's see here. Darla, I thought Jimmy Johnson was going to be involved. Yeah, did you see when they asked him? Here, as a matter of fact, let's go back to the Jimmy Johnson. I'll leave my messages right there. I'll pick up with Darlene. Let's, because he talks about that.
I mean, there are, as you say, and so
Guys at the top of the market now.
a lot of teams have it. I think, when you project out probably through next year, there's probably going to be 16 quarterbacks making $40+ million. So it's it's real, and it's good because you have one, but it's a challenge.
Well, sign him then, for crying out loud. Sign his ass.
On that point, is it important with those 3 guys in particular that you mentioned other teams also get all that cap bump as well, to not let them hit the open market free agency so you're not in a bidding war with anybody else?
Yeah, I mean, I think everybody has their priorities.
Yeah, that's common
certain
sense.
situation.
Look what the Eagles did. They signed Jalen Hurts early.
If you don't have something already done.
Yeah,
obviously the
Eagles
3
signed
guys that we
Jalen
talk
Hurts
about that are the priorities,
early, and they're only paying him
they won't
$51
be able to go to
million
the
a year.
open market this year. So
If you would have signed Dak last year, you wouldn't have had to do
they're gonna
this.
be, on this team next year, and that's a great thing. It's but once guys usually get to this window and they have a chance to be free, usually it's hard to get something done. Not impossible, it gets done.
So what
We've
are you
done it
saying?
before.
You're not
Usually
going to
it's still
sign
hard
Dak?
to get something done because they do want to see, hey, what situation's out there.
Because you don't have to, you can't use the tag on Dak and the Bushman trade and all that. Do you have to start thinking about?
Yeah, because I got bent over in negotiations.
Yeah,
Because I treated him like shit and franchised him twice.
Being a Cowboy, that's all that's on our mind, and certainly don't get into those type of thoughts.
NBA has a supermax. 2 players on the team get.
Prioritizing teams, coaches. Bones is on that committee. Doing a great, depends. Depends. And then I think at some point, that's where it gets a little tougher. But I think a lot of people
Also talked about the culture.
the culture.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, the culture. Listen to this. Listen to the culture.
That was a problem with maybe you ever come up with reason why y'all lost, but I don't know. Has that come up in?
No.
You worry about the culture on
No,
the
I
team
don't.
entitlement or anything like that?
I think from the organization on down, we feel good about our culture. You always want to be better. I will say that. I mean, if you're not, if your results
You ain't
aren't
first,
in the
you're
Super Bowl,
last.
I think everybody's saying, how do we,
Ricky
how do
Bobby.
you ultimately be the last guy standing? But I think overall, between, organizationally, between, our coach, our personnel department, I think our leadership on our team's outstanding. So, you're always going to have somebody who's, going to say something, that's not, that might be, hey, that's their particular thought process on why we may have come up short, but I don't think in general personally, I don't think it's an issue.
With Jerry talking about the running game needing to improve, how have you kind of evolved in that from a person?
I mean, I think Bell was outstanding, but he.
Report. What do you think that consists of, and who else is on the
There we go.
In the Ring of Honor, and he certainly.
Recently said that he signed your dad's advisory report.
Here we go.
What do you think that consists of, and who else is on the
Well, we all know what we think of Jimmy. Certainly, it was great to get him in the Ring of Honor.
Yeah, you dragged your ass
He's
on that
certainly
one
a
too.
guy, that Jerry respects his opinion. I respect his opinion. The success he had here with the Cowboys is undeniable. That's why he's in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. That's why he's in the Ring of Honor. Not just what he's done for us, but as a coach in general. So I know Jerry picks up the phone and likes to talk to a lot of folks that he respects. I mean, he used to talk to John Madden.
Sounds like we got hoodwinked.
I think he's certainly somebody it's always great to bounce something off of.
Trail keep Tyler Smith at left guard.
It sounds like we got hoodwinked, people. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like we got hoodwinked. So, I don't know. I thought Jimmy was going to be involved. Yeah, there it is, a Darlene. We may keep Lance this year. Injuries happen. I believe we're drafting a QB this year. I don't know that we have the picks, Clemente, but, I mean, I hear you. Steven said we won a lot of games. He's fine with where we are. Regina, exactly. He's fine with the 36 wins in 3 years. Only one other team has done it, and that is the 49ers. So, whatever. Mark Hutchin. Mark Holmes broke it down. We could save upwards. We could get at least 60, 65 million under the cap. We could flip switches, extend a couple guys. Not a problem. Money's not a problem, Mark. Don't let this team act like, well, it's a hard cap. It's a hard cap and it's real. Yeah, we understand it's real. Dak, if he signs this deal, will be right around the 15% of the salary cap, which is where you want it to be. That's at $60 million per. So just relax as far as that. Steven, I don't know what his issue is, but you see all these teams going all in, or actually putting their money where their mouth is, rolling the dice a little bit. What happened to the old Wildcatter? Where they actually go and get shit done. LOL. Team, what's up, Oscar? Teams losing big time players. If anything, is a definitely this year could go on without messing up like the Rams. Yeah, I don't think you have to do what they did. Jerry's too much of a control freak. Definitely Devil Dog. Lance needs game time. We have to see ourselves. I thought he said he needs me. Yeah, no, I can't. Yeah, but yeah, I agree. He's going to get a lot of play this preseason. So that's why I think playing under the existing cap and just extending it out a little bit, even though he could be gone after the year and we still owe him, I think, $36 million next year, even if he walks. That's a real fear. Jerry thinks he will get the upper hand when he has Lance. Yeah, that's a mistake. There's teams that would sign Dak in a heartbeat. Jerry thinks he will get the upper. Yeah, I believe Stephen Jones don't give a what about, and only he cares about is more and more money. I hear you, Darlene. We're trading back all the way to 32 to acquire more picks. I wouldn't have a problem with that, Clemente. I think that would be good. They brought Jimmy in as an advisor. Yeah, and if I'm Jimmy, I'm going to flex a little bit. Let me hear you. Let me go back and see here. Yeah. What's up, Nike 3? Man, how you doing? Your Eagles are about ready to go off. Insanity, right, Chris May? What's the old adage? What's the well, I mean, how's the term go? You're doing the same thing over and over, and and expecting a different result, that's the definition of insanity. Coyote, welcome, welcome. Stephen Jones is maintaining the status quo. Mike O'Dana, this is where I would say there's no possible way that could happen. Just based on the sheer number of free agents, we're going to have to go out and get moves. Mike Zimmer ain't gonna sit back. He's gonna be like, why did you bring me here if you're not gonna give me the pieces? They're gonna give him the pieces to run his defense. So I don't think it's gonna be that bad. I really don't. But it's frustrating watching it play out. Yeah, I haven't seen Coyote as much, but he's been around. He's been around. Restructure him. Let him walk next season. I'm not against that Dak delusional. I just want to see more of Trey Lance. If that's what happens, you'll get him for this year. But just know Dak delusional, you'll owe $36 million to him after he's gone. So that's literally that's multiple players you could sign. So it's either that or I would rather sign him and extend it out. That's what I would like to do. He talks out of his ass, Vinny. I know. That the Jones say one thing and they turn around and do the opposite. Mike Aldana, welcome to the shit show. Sign his ass and stop talking. Get your ass on the phone. Hey, Dollar Bill, Thomas, why does he have to wait this long? I don't understand. What are you waiting for, Josh Allen to sign his deal? Josh Allen's waiting for you, bro. I don't understand why we feel the need that deadline makes deals. That's all BS. He just mumbles when he talks, has no idea what he's saying. Oscar, I think he don't want to say nothing, but he wants to. And he has enough of his yes men there to allow him to get away with it. The Joneses have gotten rid of some local sports guys over the years, local small stations. You ain't going to hear 105.3 The Fan asking him any tough questions. No, during their weekly, I would say their weekly on air, you'll see more. I've seen that, but right now they're not going to ask him any tough questions. I'm surprised Clarence Hill isn't like saying, "Yo, other teams are doing it. Other teams are getting to the Super Bowl, retooling, getting back to the Super Bowl." Why do we feel regular season wins at this point, other than, other than, the Cowboys front office thinking that they know what they're doing. It's annoying. Status quo is not the Joneses' forte. They like doing crap the hard way and paying for it later. Early signing is easier on the salary cap and preserves money, more players, more common sense. Yeah, Linda, it seems like they think they're being smart, but it only gets them in the long run, i.e. Michael Gallup, i.e. Dak Prescott, i.e. the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And then they get butthurt with guys like Amari Cooper, and he should have never left. Stephen Jones don't have to worry about knowing that he's got to do is, yeah, exactly, Darlene. He's going to sink this organization. To me, we're already in purgatory. I told Mark, where we draft every year, I call that purgatory. That's like, and my Philly fans know, this is like the process, all right? The process, and if Philly D knows what the process is, and Mike Aldana knows what the process is. The process is losing. Now you say, oh, well, we don't lose. We win a lot of games. I'm talking playoffs. We don't have any playoff success. You get into the playoffs, okay? We've had home field once, and we choked that away. At least we won a game last year as a wild card. This year we had the number 2 seed. We choked, and now we are in purgatory. Mid-20s. We're in the mid-20s. The guys that we're going to need, can we get a good guy at 24? Sure we can. But it's not where I want to be. Because he's the culture problem. If we sign anyone, we need more team leader guys. I agree. Game time. Dollar Bill, don't give a damn. Thomas, you're too funny. Look what my daddy did. Yeah, exactly. Doing the hard way. Doing crap the hard way. The clown show. Thomas, the Cowboys fans got screwed by the clown show. Thomas is on a roll. He ain't happy today. I feel still, I feel like a Jerry Jones 3004 big talent boat got. Oh yeah, maybe. People don't include the 15% increase when they say other teams will pay for it down the road. Yeah, right. A Quentin, a Trey Lance got to sit for a whole year with no pressure. Watch. I do like that part, Quentin. Training camp, we forget he started a few games. Yeah, I just don't know how we can rely on that, Quentin. I don't have a problem with him. That's why I'm already on record. Let's make him the backup. You can bring back Trey Lance as the third guy. I mean, a Cooper Rush is the third guy. But we need to see some. But, there's plenty of time to see it. But we have to see it. Are we going to get rid of when we start running back, which at Super Bowl only fans all the yeah. What happened? I lost my chat. What's up, Jamie? What's up, Jamie Flores? How are you? Let me go back. I gotta go back because are we going to get rid of when we get the running back, which I think we were going to? How much money are we going to save? There's really, we're not bringing back Tony Pollard. He's gone. Okay. I don't see how we can bring back Tony Pollard, Darlene, because Tony Pollard was never 100% last year. We need to move on. From $208 million to $255, nobody expected the increase. You got money, get the players. Yeah. And Linda, watch your team. Watch your team. I'm not saying they're going to make right moves, and I don't even care. I would be happy if my team made some mistakes with some free agents. I'd be like, hey, at least you took your shot, Definition of insanity, yep. A Jimmy wasn't brought in. He was called for free advice, yeah. And they'll take what advice they want, Brooklyn. I know how to find money. I'll find Stephen Jones, Jerry Jones, big giant boat. Yeah, exactly. Let's go look him up on his yacht. I think Stephen Jones will shut his mouth. Nothing comes out. Yeah, he should. Yeah, it's the same stuff over and over, Darlene. Why do you think the Eagles about to go off night 3? You mean free agency? I hope so. Our defense is so sorry. Yeah, night 3, they're going to spend money. They may bring back C.J. Gardner-Johnson. They're going to make a play for Queen. They're going to get an edge rusher or re-sign Hassan Reddick. That's what's going to happen. They will bring back, they will spend the money to bring people in. They just will. Because they know they have to. Dallas, we'll see. They'll bring guys in, but I don't know that it'll be the guys that we want. But I'm not on record as wanting the highest guys. I'm not saying I have to have the best guys. So, go get me a linebacker, a D tackle. And surprise me with somebody. The family going to be there. Yeah, listen, they got a generational wealth, Darlene. They don't ever have to worry about it. Devil Dog, he stopped juicing. Who, Mozzie? We talking about Mozzie? Why did Mozzie lose weight? Yeah, well, supposedly it was a Dan Quinn thing. So I'm hoping I hear that Mike Zimmer's got him eating, the burritos and cheeseburgers and pizza. So he needs to put the weight back on, in my opinion. They should have all their guys signed and have their free agents ready to go. Exactly. Rhonda, there you are. I was checking you out earlier. You were in the kitchen. Anybody get a chance and check out Rhonda Lovely Sparks' channel? She always has cool movies on. So, and cartoons. It's cute. I like it. Jamie Flores, Dak Prescott has all the leverage. He needs to go in and let Stephen Jones know just about contract. He's Jamie, that's what I said. He needs to go in there and say, okay, guys, I need to be signed by this date. If you guys can't do that, then let me play. I'm not signing any deal, and I'm going to play on the final year. And but after he signs, I'm like, yeah, I will sign a deal, but then I need to see this, and this done. So we need to get 2 offensive linemen, in my opinion. We need to get a center, or maybe they think Brock Hoffman or TJ Bass can do it. I like Brock Hoffman. Is he ready to start? I don't know. I thought he did a good job at guard, though. He's a big boy. If we get a left tackle in the first round, I think there's a good chance that that's what they're going to do. Unless the West Virginia center drops to them in the second round. Vinny, they wanted Mozzie to be a pass rusher other than a run stopper. Yeah, Brian SoCal, you're right with that. I think it was a mistake, though. I think it was clearly a mistake. Let's see here. Dak delusional extend a 30-year-old. Let me go back. I lost you. Because I'm so far behind here. Extend a $30 million quarterback that's proven he can't win a Super Bowl. Well, that's your opinion, Dak delusional, and you're entitled to it. You are entitled to your opinion, my man. I think the other thing. I think Dak's in the best place that he can win a title, and he needs to sign his deal, and we need to put pieces around him. Brian, we just waste more money on broken, cheap players who never produce. Yeah, if they have an injury, they seem to want to sign them, and that's just like Michael Gallup. Like, we're gonna save money off the cap this year, but we're gonna have like $13 million in dead money. We probably lead the league in dead money. That's something I need to look up. My dad used to say, "Don't talk the talk, walk the walk." Yeah, exactly, Darlene. I told everybody in the Zoom meeting this past Sunday that Dollar Bill was going to F this huge opportunity up. He has done it for the last few years. Thomas, I think they're going to go out and get some players. I honestly do. I think this is all. I think that we're going to be surprised, but it's going to be painful until that happens. Darlene, how old is Stephen Jones? 59 years old. He's only 7 years older than me. Come on now. He's got a lot of miles on that body. I mean, he's only 1 year older than Mark. It looks like he's 10 years older than Mark. We support our players and our fan base, but these owners flashing fake watches. Rhonda Lovely Sparks. Yeah, they're they're walking around with fake watches, man. You put that watch on, your wrist will turn green. I was having a good day until I heard Stephen Jones. I'm sorry, Darlene. I'm sorry. I just got to keep it real. I got to tell you how they're thinking. Yeah, everybody subscribe to Rhonda's channel. It's in the chat. Game Time Brian, question: why is it that the Eagles signed Tony Pollard is considered a great move? It's signed by Miami, it's a great move. Why is it say that the Eagles signed? I don't know that would be a great move. I think they should stick to what they got. I said it would be if you're Tony Pollard, you would want to play under Kellen Moore. He had a lot of success under Kellen. That's when he got the big extension. Tired to tell everybody what was getting ready to go down. The dollar bill's nature, he don't give a damn. Thomas Garrett is hot today, baby. Stephen Brown, welcome. What's up, buddy? Dak haters need to tell me who their replacement is and how we get them. Yeah, that's what I say, Stephen. You can't just tell me Trey Lance. Okay? It is what it is. I think you've made your bed at this point with Dak Prescott. You just need to do the right thing and put players around him. I don't believe not winning is because of Dak. I think he has a hand in it, though, and people need to be honest, but it's not him. We need to be able to run the ball. We had a horrendous running offense last year. I don't care what anybody says. My eyes tell me that. The only time we could run the football was when we had a 25-point lead. That was why we were running. Once we got down in the game, what happened to our running game? It went bye-byes. So we need to go out and get a couple stud offensive tackles. We need a center. Okay? If you're telling me that he's already on the team, not named Tyler Biotish, okay, to me, that's hoping and praying. Go out and get me a first-round center. If that's the case, then, go get me Tyron Smith for another year. And what's up with Asim Richards? We gave up a 5th-round pick last year for Asim Richards. Was that a wasted pick, too? Is the whole draft going to be a waste? So I think we have our left tackle on the team. I think Tyler could go out to left tackle and TJ Bass could play left guard. I don't think we necessarily have to I would like to get a left tackle and a center this year. But if we can't, I think we have the pieces to get through. But I don't want Tyler Biotish back. Excuse me. Brian SoCal, Jones, not 30, and Giants ready to move on. Yeah, Daniel Jones, no thank you. This season, the scoring has been strange. All NFL teams, the balance has been rocked off its axis. Is this good or bad? I don't think it's good. I think scoring's way down. Center, linebacker, and running back would be nice. Yeah, well, I think running back is a 3rd, 4th round type situation, not before. Probably 4th round, maybe 3rd round. That's why we need to handle free agency. I will be streaming with Mark tomorrow night when we do the combine. So we'll be able to, I'll be on this channel. We'll stream together and we'll be able to talk about all what's going on. I think they're going to sign Dak. I just want it to be more than a 3-year deal. I got news for you. If it's a 3-year deal, then don't resign him. Then just restructure the deal because that's not going to help us. It's just not. The Joneses need to recognize that Dak needs help and they need to get him help. Yeah, I agree. I think that playoff win could actually help us. Or was that a playoff loss? Yeah, it could actually help us. Loyal Cowboy, there he is, brother. What's going on, man? You working or what? Yes, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We need Powers in the draft and a good linebacker. I would love Powers. I just don't think we're going to get him. Free agency is key for sure, definitely. I don't know that he'll want the 5-year deal, but I would try and get at least a 4-year deal. Give him another chance to hit free agency. I think you will too, Thomas. It's just, will Catboy screw it up? Will Catboy screw up? You guys want to do a mock draft? I was going to say, we could do a mock draft. We'll do a mock draft real quick. Let's do a mock. I'm only going to pick Dallas this time. Well, now, actually, I'm going to pick the first 3 teams again. I'll just pick Dallas. Clear all. Oh, wait. All right. Let's see what happens. Well, Joe Alt's not going to happen, but you get the idea here. Thanks, Rhonda. We're going to go back and review this. All right, so let's review what happened here. I'll tell you what I agree with and what I don't agree with. Drake May, no. I think it's going to be obviously Caleb Williams, but it's not a big deal because the players are going to be gone. I like Caleb Williams, 1. I like Drake May, 2. Marvin Harrison. I actually like Jaden Daniels to go to the Commanders, but it's fine. Malik Neighbors, that's my number 1 receiver in the draft, followed by Marvin Harrison. Dallas Turner, I'm already on record to say I think he slides to us, and we're going to have a tough decision. Dallas Turner is a guy who has a lot of athleticism, but he doesn't have a lot of technique. I don't know how he's going to do at the next level. Just me. Latham Fuaga. This guy, Talise Fuaga is an unbelievable mammoth of a beast out of Oregon State. Roma Dunze, love the receiver. Brock Bowers, that's a hell of a pick. This is where I got Jackson Powers Johnson going. Jeff Lee, I got him going 16, so I don't think we're going to be able to get to him. Keon Coleman, everybody goes, oh, we can't take him at 24. He's going 17 here. I got 4 receivers going in the first round, possibly 5. Amarius Mims, Jared Verse, Kenyon Mitchell. Graham Barton is gone. Okay, so that's a tough one. So you're telling me if this falls the way it does, so they have Brian Johnson Jr. going as well, which I could see that. I say we take Tyler Guyton over Cooper DeJean. So that's what you're looking at, people. If this were to happen, Dallas takes Tyler Guyton. That's just my opinion. So that's just a quick idea of these mock drafts and how things are going. I don't think we're going to get Jackson Powers Johnson. I don't even think that we're going to get a Graham Barton. So, but the West Virginia player does, like the West Virginia guy, what's his name? Hold up here. Offensive center. Zach Frazier out of West Virginia. Just remember that name, Zach Frazier. So I do Coleman if we can handle free agency. That's the thing, Vinny. That's the thing. That's the issue. We need to handle free agency. I remember Alt's father when he played at Kansas City back in the 90s. Yeah, he was a big boy. Thank you, Rhonda. But yes, I'm going to roll, people. I was trying to get to, I don't want to have this a stream too long. Thank you for the super chats. I really appreciate you. Let me see who it was. Felix Rojas, thank you. Lord Nova, thank you. And So Over It, thank you very much. I appreciate it. It means a lot that you guys do that for me. I am going to get some hats and T-shirts made up, so we'll have that going soon. With that being said, like I said, I'll probably do some videos later and I'll post them out. Maybe one at least. Maybe I'll do a few different mock drafts with trades and stuff. I'm slowly getting there. I will be streaming tomorrow with Mark Holmes. Everybody, you have a lovely day, and we can only hope that Stephen Catboy Jones does something to warm our hearts. But don't hold your breath. Game Time Brian, otherwise known as the Mailman, is out. Late.